All right, boys and girls. Game number 2 coming up here of Masa versus Semper. Terran versus Terran. Memes versus dreams. Cyclones basically being the equivalent of, well, apartment supplied washing machines. So, not that great. Not really that great. Shout out to Tanks in the chat for telling me that I'm muted right now. Whoa! What are you doing? You crazy mother... 2x Reaper? Ah, Masa, bringing the cheddar. He's bringing the cheddar. Okay, so he's gonna try to get some damage done. He's gonna try to bring on the pain, try to hurt him, try to crush him, destroy him, rip him limb from limb. And I think that that's a completely acceptable thing to do. I understand now. I understand. So he's gonna scout, and he's like, alright, Eric's is done, orbital on the way. Well, this looks like Reaper expand, right? Second depot? Huh? But, dun dun dun, there were much more nefarious plans in place from the man named Masa. The Canadian Terran had a different agenda than Semper's One Rax Expand dreams. He foolishly plopped down a command center on the low ground. And then a tech lab? Marauder Reaper? What? This is a thing? Oh crap, everyone's gonna do this to me on ladder now. Hang on, I gotta turn on the thingy, the Men in Black thingy, to erase all of your last hour. I don't want you guys to know about this build. The more cheeses in this matchup, the more I want to do terrible things to myself and my body. Concussive Shell Marauder / Reaper Wombo combo. Now that is an interessante narrato romano. Could have pushed in and prevented the net road from finishing. A little bit late to the party on that one. So he's going to throw the grenades, jump down. I think burning out the hit points on the Reaper was a bit silly, but he can kill the barracks, I think, quite easily. Marauders take a little bit of damage from the Reaper grenade, but that depot got what was coming to it. So there's a siege tank on the way. There was another grenade. One Reaper takes a little bump. Now, keep in mind, these Marauders do have concussive shell. Throws the grenades, gets rid of most of the Marines. Another Reaper is going to show up. The Marauders are pretty much here to just soak up the sun. Be very good barriers to entry, and wow, okay. This is not Howda. This is not cheddar. This is not pepper jack or orange licorice cheese. This is a different beast. And you know what? I don't want this. I don't want whatever this is. Oh, nice eBay block. Oh, wow, gets another one. The key right there, Ming. And another Reaper is going to show up. So, Semper basically just had his legs broken out from under him. Yeah, his legs pretty much in this... If Semper was this Terran in real life, I mean, he can't walk right now. He's going to get a big cast. He's in trouble. This Liberator is the only cheeky thing here that I do really like. There is nothing here that can effectively deal with this Liberator that is about to pop out for Semper. He scans, but he doesn't know because he hasn't gone for a Liberator in the previous game. So it could just be a Viking. It could be a medevac. Look, he's researching stim at his opponent's base. Cheeky Kalaris. Just needs a couple extra Marines. Siege tank, Marines, liberation is at hand. And once that Liberator sieges it, that's when you know life is bad. Oh. Pew. Ching, ching, ching. Liberator is on the move. Liberator, dance to the groove. Pew. SCVs don't want to play with this. Viking is on the way. Just transfer your workers to the natural, mate. It's all good. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's a smart guy. Masa can count to 3. Look at this liberator.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Dropping loads of hot freedom on disgusting enemy Terrans from above. And now the liberator. Now his watch has ended. At the same time, a little bit of cheeky pressure here. Oh, no range, no range. Oh, the tank. The siege tank. No, it's dead. Oh my goodness. Masa getting caught by the counter cheddar here. He does have stim about to finish, but he needs to get just a little bit closer. Wow, not having anything in front of that tank to spot for it really hurt. So now he's just in vision range to protect his natural. This Viking is a great tool to buy himself some time. He's got the high ground, which we've already discussed. Very important for men like Anakin. A proxy marauder that has concussive shell and stim just runs into the base. That's fine. Worker count is still favoring Masa, just ever so slightly after that last little bit of a schmirsh between the two of them. Someone in the chat is saying that Masa wins, but the game's not over yet. How could you even know that? Although I guess there's stream delay by the time you hear this. Theoretically, the game could be over. But if this game goes any longer than 2 more minutes, then theoretically it could still be going. So I'm impressed. If maybe he's from the future. I don't like to question the Speed Force anymore. These Marines don't have stim, but they're trying to be annoying against these Vikings. They don't really have. Oh, get it. The key. Get it? Oh, so close. I like how he lifted off. He's like, you know what? Screw you, man. I'm going to build another tech lab somewhere even further away. I'm going to research combat shields there. He's a brave man. He doesn't give up on his tech labs. And you know what? I gotta give him credit. I respect that. It's hard not to respect a man who cares about his tech labs so much. Masa's got his +1 attack. He's going for +1 armor. He's got stim, concussive shell, combat shield now, starting on the opposite side of the map, because honestly, why not? Meanwhile, Semper's got 1-1 on the way. He's building 2 Vikings at a time. And I will proffer this. Semper did a great job of bringing himself back into this game. It all came down to that little tank harass here. I seriously believe that if they had a Marine in front so that his tank could fight against the other tank, he probably would have held that a lot better and been in a much better position economically. But he lost a lot to push that attack away. So, how many workers have died total in this game? Yeah. No, Semper only killed 4 when he did that. Meh. And Masa still has a pretty big army, though. And the Vikings are the key here. They're super, super important. Masa's Vikings will lose overall, but he still has scans to give vision. He's actually going to deny the stim. Oh my god, Semper's stim denied. Twice. And the Viking's dead. One of the Vikings is dead. So he could just throw a Marine up. Yep. Stim it forward a little bit. Give vision to use your tank or Rhinos. Or you could just boost the medevac in and then boost it out. No, he's like, okay, I don't actually have to do that. I'm just going to back it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Because my daddy taught me good. This is great. I'm loving this right now. This is everything I'd ever hoped to see in my entire life. Is, oh, wow, leaving these men behind. You didn't make the cut. Hashtag the wait is Overwatch. Oh, wow, look at that. These Marines are going to come home. No! Those 2 men don't. Why did you choose them, Commander? Why them? Why not us? Why do we have to go back and tell our wives that we let those 2 people die? I don't think we're getting out of here. They expect one of us in the wreckage, brother. So both of them are getting armories for the additional upgrades. So the upgrades are actually super even. Third is just now being taken, though, by Semper. So Masa is still in a really good spot. Semper's stim is only halfway done. He literally can't do anything other than just try to expand. His forces are weak. His Mays are without Annie. And here we go, these two men. Two brothers with guns and drugs that make them shoot really fast. And now they're dead. All right. So now Masa knows. He's like, all right, taking your third base, baby grill. Let's go. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Break your rocks and make you GG. We're gonna celebrate. One more time. Just can't shake this feeling from me. Oh. Oh god, oh my god. He's going balls deep. He's going all the way in. His tank's an entire free volley, but he has so many Marines. He's gonna overpower him anyway. Crushing through the army, continuing to advance on his Terran opponent as the Marines come up to make a valiant last-ditch defense. They actually do defend, kill everything Masa has, and suddenly Masa's thinking to himself, why is that? Why is that barracks all the way over there? Screw this particular set of rocks. So Moss is getting 2-2. Semper's only getting +2 attack, which is important because those upgrade differentials. Oh man, I mention this every time I cast. You know, I think I'm like the best caster when it comes to knowing what upgrades do, and that's for every matchup, by the way. All right, I never get a circle jerk thread about being the only caster that talks about upgrades, and I'm going to tell you again right now that if there's a fight with a similar number of Marines and it's 2-2 versus 2-1, the Marines with 2-2 will not win closely. It won't be like, oh, they're ahead one upgrade, they're going to barely win. It's like, no, they're going to steamroll so hard that it's going to be like that guy at the end of Austin Powers 1 who just sits there and the steamroller comes, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that guy that got run over traded very well at all against the steamroller. Okay? I don't think the steamroller suffered enough residual damage from running him over that it was worth it to take that fight. Should have just picked up in a medevac and flown somewhere else and tried to battle again later with better upgrades. Anyway, yeah. I agree with the guy in the chat. Stop talking about, you don't have to talk about viewbots and all that stuff. Just prove you're all real people by giving me $4.99. Just subscribe, guys. I'm not subliminally telling you to do anything. He drops inside the base with that 2-2 upgrade lead, and wow, those Marines did nothing to defend. But Nate, he had more Marines. Well, maybe he's also just outplaying him. And he's going to push the front. And he's going to push. He's hitting from the north. He's hitting from the south. He's hitting from the north and the south. Now all he needs to do is crack that third open like it's coconut on Lian Yu. Look at this. He's got 4 bases, making all these Marines look like ugly disgraces. Trading places as he's picked off nearly half of his bases. And the tanks just wallop. And the cracks begin to show, begin to show, begin to show. Did you guys know that a +1 attack siege tank kills another siege tank in 3 shots instead of 4? Did you know that a tank took 4 shots to kill another tank with no upgrades? Did you know +1 armor invalidates that +1 attack? But did you know that if you have +2 attack on your tanks, it's always 3 shots, even if your opponent has +3 armor? Mas is continuing to bolster his forces up the front, and Semper is just slowly dying. That's pretty much it. He's just dying. He's brutally beating him to death, bludgeoning him with the shovel. It's not even a sharp shovel either. It's not like he's gonna maybe accidentally score a critical hit and take his head clean off. No, it's just gonna be pain the whole way through. Hitting from the north, hitting from the south, hitting from the north and the south, killing everything. I don't have a synonym for killing everything. Killing everything again. And that's GG. Based God Masa secures victory once again. Well memed.